Welcome to Occultium Veritas. Today I want to do a book review on the Sworn Book of Honorius by Joseph Peterson. And if you don't know, Joseph Peterson has been translating historical occult texts for a long time. So this is a guy you want to get into if you want to get into historical grimoires or historical occult text. This book's put out by Ibis Press. Again, I love Ibis Press. I have the Book of Abramelin by Ibis Press, which is awesome. But I've already done a book review on that one. But anyway, here we go. This is it. The Sworn Book of Honorius. So, this one came out in, let's see here, I believe 2016. This was published, yeah, in 2016. This was published by Joseph H. Peterson. So anyway, this is a grimoire. So what is this? What is this book about? This is angelic magic. Okay, so John Dee actually owned a copy of this book. His library was almost completely destroyed, but they still found a copy of Sworn Book of Honorius in his collection. So if you don't know who John Dee was, John Dee was the guy. They did the scrying with Edward Kelly back in the 1500s and came up with the Enochian language and Enochian magic as we know it today. So that's John Dee, and he was a prolific occultist. Probably the best known occultist if you don't know who John Dee is. Now you know who John Dee is. So anyway, this book is all about making your seal of God, okay? And that's the premise of this book. I'll show you the seal of God here. That's the seal of God. This takes you 72 days to complete. There's a lot of prayer work in here. A lot of prayer work in here. So this is like, it's religious stuff. This is angelic magic. And after you complete this whole, seal of God, which takes 72 days to complete, you have your beatific vision, which is your vision of God. Okay, now to get that, you have to, it's basically a ritual sleep where you do a lot of stuff around your bed and you go to sleep after a lot of prayer work, this, that, and the other, and you have a beatific vision of God. So that's that. And that's cool. And I'm going to get into psychologically about that here in a minute, but I also wanted to show you, and this book is great, by the way. It's just historically factual, and it gets to the point of all this stuff, and like all the dates here where this book was mentioned. Okay, there's a lot of dates here, but the first manuscript of this book is in the British Museum. I think it dates back to the 1400s, but the first mention of this text actually was in 1230. So this is a great book. Historically, this is awesome, and Peterson did a really good job of writing this book. If you get into it, your pages here, I'll show you. Get in here right now. So your pages here, this page is in Latin, this page is in English, and they're exact. This is like the Latin translation, this is the English translation. So technically you can learn some Latin from reading this book, which is really cool. And what I'm trying to find here, if I can find it again, is the Theban alphabet is in this book too, which is awesome if you know what that is. If you're a practicing witch, I'm sure you probably know what the Theban alphabet, there it is, the Theban alphabet. So it shows up in this book. So that's really cool. That's a really great alphabet. If you don't know anything about the Theban alphabet, do some research. The witch's alphabet is also called that, but a lot of practitioners use this. But yeah, so 72 days to complete the seal. Then you have your ritual sleep, your beatific vision. Now, touch on some psychology here because I've studied psychology as long as I've studied the occult. So if you're doing something for 72 days and you're completely absorbed in this, your daily practice of prayer work and all this other stuff, and you actually have a ritual sleep and a vision, and again, visions and dreams are different. I've had visions, but I've never had a vision when I was asleep, because to me that would just be a dream. But so psychologically, if you're working on something for 72 days awake in your waking state, you're typically going to dream of what you're doing. I mean, it's going to filter through to your dream state. So that would be my psychological 2 cents on this book. I'm not saying that beatific vision doesn't work, but after all that, you get into actually doing your grimoire magic. And that would be, you know, talking to your angels, your spirits of air, and your spirits of the earth. And there's all the incantations and all that stuff in the back after your beatific vision. So this is a grimoire, so that's just basic grimoire stuff. If you've ever read grimoires, you know what I'm talking about. But again, the Sworn Book of Honorius, Joseph Peterson. This is the oldest grimoire I have to date, because this manuscript actually dates back to the 1400s. This predates the Book of Abramelin by 200 years, and that's awesome. This is the oldest grimoire that I actually own to date. So that is my little book review on the Sworn Book of Honorius. I don't want to get lengthy into this, but because I don't like to do lengthy videos. But it's a great book. It's a great read, and Joseph Peterson is a man you want to look into if you're looking into historical occult text. This guy knows what he's doing. He's been doing this for a long time. He has a whole website. I don't know the website offhand, but again, this one, Ibis Press. It's going to run you about $30, $35, something like that. But it's a great book. Get into it. You might learn some Latin on the way in reading this book, so that's good too. So do good works, focus on the great work, and I'll see you next time. Leave some comments, subscribe to my channel. Let's talk some shop. Do good works.